So what I'm going to be discussing tonight is utilization of your Facebook fan page, ways that you can, you know, basically profit from your Facebook fan page, especially if you don't have like a website or something like that. This is some ways that you can generate some revenue from your fan page here. So one of the first things that I'm going to kind of give you an overview here is this is my fan page. This obviously is what your fan page would look like. This is the admin panel. What people would end up seeing in your Facebook fan page when they went to it would basically be like this. So a couple things that I'm going to be discussing here today is how to make a custom tab, which is what these are here. And if you click on a tab here, you can go to various, either a capture page, etc. Here's a tab that I've had for a while on my page, which is a capture page here for I Am Revolution. You have also there's some different companies or applications, and that's what I'm going to discuss today as to what you can go to. Another tab that I have here will go to another page, and again, what they're going to see, this is my actual admin panel, so they're going to see the page from, I believe it's here. So they would get access to the top tier program, and that's going to go to a capture page, which will allow them to enter into the system. So, and I just happen to just throw Matt's capture page on there. Usually I build my own capture pages. But one of the key things that you're going to want to do first, or actually, let me show you here. The third thing that I'm going to discuss here is a post. When you make a post on your Facebook fan page, you can actually, as you've seen probably in the back office or actually in the groups like the maybe the Platinum Mastermind, the Titanium, etc. There are areas that the first post that Matt has pinned to the top, and so that's what I've done with this particular one here. So this is a post that always sits on my page. Usually about once a week I make a new post and
Hey Russell.
Yeah.
Hey Russell.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
You can't see your screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, guys. Here. All right, what about now? Can people see my screen? Raise your hand if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see.
There we go. All right, so let me start back from the beginning here, guys. I sincerely apologize that. What you're going to do is go to your Facebook fan page, and we are going to discuss the tabs. These are the tabs that I was talking about but not actually showing you. So to give you an example of how some of these work, someone clicks on the tab here and they then can get into a capture page. Another tab that I have here, and we're actually going to create a tab tonight, you can get into, it just depends on what application you're using, which I'm going to show you this evening. But this will go into a different tab, which actually creates a page within the page, and then they can get access and go to a capture page. So this is how they can obviously get into Matt's funnel, or you could end up using your own capture page and not only get them into the MTTV program, but also you would be able to get them onto your, you could get them onto your autoresponder as well. So another thing that I'm going to be discussing here, or I'm now actually showing you that I was discussing earlier, is a post. This particular post, as you can see, I've pinned up to the top. So in other words, as people go to my page, this is the post that they'll always see. About once a week I change these posts, but if they click on the links inside the post here, then again they'll go to whatever capture page you have set up. So other things that you can do with these posts here is you can actually boost a post. So I'll show you those things, and I just wanted to kind of give you a quick overview of what this webinar is going to discuss here. So probably the first thing that I'll go over here first is I'm going to discuss actually making a post. I'm going to discuss making a post here. So what we're going to do is let's just go ahead and actually I took a take some information. I took some information here to let's see here. I want to do something for the Home Business Summit. That's so let's take this information here. And sorry, Brian, I actually stole this right off of your email that I received from you today. But what I'm going to do is, let's see, the first thing I want to do is put in, we're going to take out the link here. And I just copied this over to a notepad. The thing I like about using notepads is it kind of strips whatever you copy over. It strips all the extra stuff out of it so that when you paste it in, it's nice and fresh. You don't have any kind of quirky things in there that may interrupt you. So this is the post that I'm actually going to be putting in. So first thing I want to do is we're going to log into our affiliate back office, okay? And what I want to do is, first of all, is make an ad channel. And I've discussed this before in some of my other webinars, but the key thing is that you really need to track what you're doing. If you track what you're doing, you know where to concentrate your efforts and your money. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new ad channel for the Home Business Summit. And I'm going to add a channel and go down here where the channel name has been, or the spot has been created. And I'm going to go ahead and call this, let's see, a Facebook, go with a Facebook post for and let's see here, we're going to call it the Home Business Summit. Okay, so we're going to make that, so what you do is you click off of there, then save the modified row, and then that's going to be the ad channel that we're going to use. So go back over to your home page, back down to campaigns, and I've already narrowed down my search here. If you had everything here, when you go to campaigns, this is what it's going to actually look like. You'll have all of the various products that Matt has to offer here. You can always refine your search, and this one is the Home Summit. And that'll bring up my two banners. So this is for a general ticket and a VIP ticket. These are, so what you want to do is we're going to go ahead and take a look at the general ticket here real fast. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that this is the page that I want to use. So what you're going to do is, let's see, I just want to make this a little bit smaller here. Can I make that smaller? That smaller. Oh, there we go. All right, just so you can see my whole screen here. So what you do is don't click on your actual affiliate link. What I do is I just go to the main URL and then just open up a tab with that and make sure that that's the one I want to go to. And I'm gonna promote this for the general ticket, but they also have you know, if you scroll down on here, and hopefully some of you guys are going to this event, they have on here, you know, the VIP ticket and the general admission ticket. So what I'm going to do is with this, so this is definitely the ad that I want to go to, but I want to make sure I put my tracking link in here. So I'm going to go down here, and there's my Home Business Summit. You want to hit apply so that it actually applies, and you can see that, put that code at the tail end of my affiliate link, all right? And so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy it off. I'm going to go back here to my notepad and I'm going to put my URL inside there. Okay, and then okay, and so now I have this information here. Okay, and I'm going to make this into my post. So go ahead and copy it all. Grab it, copy, go back to my post here. I'm going to unpin this one from the top. And I'm going to go ahead and share the new post. And see what it'll do here is because let's see here, you can see that there's the whole post here. Okay, so what it did is because it's an active URL, Facebook will search and find this. Now, as you can see, Matt has left us a few pictures, and basically what it'll do is it'll pick up, because this is going to that sales page. If you remember, the sales page had, or this page right here, if you remember, see, it has all sorts of pictures in it. So what Facebook is going to do is it's going to pick up all of the pictures that are inside this sales page. So that's how come I can go through here and show various pictures here. All right, so you can kind of scroll through, see what picture you want, so that it's showing up. Kind of John Chow there holding cash. It's kind of cool. Although Matt holding, I think maybe just a good picture of Matt likes. I hope he doesn't mind that. Or you could turn around and upload an image also. So if you had an image that you wanted to do, use the Home Business Summit. If you wanted to use the Home Business Summit, logo there, you could go ahead and do that also. And so here I have my link in here. I have my post, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and post it. So now, obviously, you want to make sure that the first part of your post is going to be something that hopefully will attract people's attention to actually see more of the post, all right? And then again, here is the URL. So if they click here, or if they click here, they're going to then end up at the sales page, okay? So again, what I've done is there is a tracking code in here. So as now that I'm tracking it, as people click on this, then I'm going to know where this business is coming from. If I ended up doing a solo ad for this particular offer, then I would give it a different tracking link. So, the purpose of it is to track each individual thing. Don't use one tracking link for the Home Business Summit and you're going to promote it, 10 different ways, because you won't know where your promotion is working and where it's not. And the key to marketing is, you always dump money into what's working and try not to dump money into what's not working, because that's one way you go through your budgets really quick. So now what I can do is, first thing is I'm going to take this post and I'm going to pin it to the top. So now that as people go to my page, and again, this is what they'll see on my page here. Actually, I guess it'd be that. So when they go to my page, this is the first post that they're going to see. All right. So other things that I can do now is actually promote. So this is going to be seen on a news feed by everybody that likes my page. But let's say I want to get that word out a lot more. So what I'm going to do is actually promote this post. All right. So I go over here. Now, there's two ways of promoting a post. Let me bring this up a little bit so you can see it a little clearer. All right, so there's two ways of promoting a post. You can go to the people who like your page and their friends, kind of that ripple effect, all right? Or you can actually, now they've added this feature, and I don't know how long ago, but a few months, if not several months ago, this feature was not available. You could only promote it to people who liked your page and their friends. Now you can actually target people. And so we're going to go ahead and go with a target. And what I'm going to do is I want to target the United States, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to target a city. So what I'm looking for is, because again, this event is in San Diego, so I'm going to promote it to San Diego. Let's see, cities near there are El Cajon. So El Cajon, I used to live in near San Diego, so I know the cities there. Carlsbad, California, Escondido, which is where I used to live. Okay, let's see here. And the reason I'm being very selective on some of these cities here is because what I want to do is make sure, see, I want people within driving distance because we're getting close enough to this event, okay? This event runs the, the 1st of November. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So basically it's the first weekend in November. And if I went out and promoted this, to, you know, other countries, to even to other states within the United States, the problem with it is now people are going to have to book flights on short notice. And as we all know, when you start booking flights on short notice, then things start to get expensive. So, so this is why I want to specifically target an area that's within close proximity to this event, that either they could stay overnight if they wanted to, or if they don't have to, they could actually, you know, stay at home if they're within driving distance. So it's one of the reasons why I want to go ahead and section this out. Let's see here. California. I'm just going to go with those. I want to target, I always try to go with, like, you know, 25, 26-year-olds. We'll go a little bit higher than this. Oh, I guess you can go as high as 65. All right, we want to target men and women. Now, if you look at these numbers here, all right, this particular budget, and I'll show you that in a second, but it shows you what the reach is, all right? If I decided I wanted to go to just men, you'll notice that these numbers change. If I wanted to go just exclusively to women, these numbers are going to change. So you want to target the best you can. So now what I'm going to do is these are budgets that you're going to set. So if I just wanted a $15 budget just to see what this post does on a boost, it's going to reach 5,300 to 9,800 people. If I wanted to go all the way up to a $600 post, it's going to reach 93,000 to 170,000 people. Or you can build your own amount. You can put it in whatever amount you want to do. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do the $30. I just want to see what happens with it. That's a good reach of people within the local area. So we'll just stay with that $30 there. And on the more options, you know, it just basically will say, you know, what credit card you want to build to, etc. There's you can change your payment method or visit help centers. That's what that will do for you. So we're going to post this. We're going to go to these cities here. All right, there's actually more cities you could add in there, but I'm going to try this first and just see what happens with it. I want it to go to a target group of people, and I'm going to go ahead and spend $30 on it. So then I go ahead and boost the post. And the reason it's giving me the little, let's see here, the little time clock here, it's going to be reviewed, okay? And let's see here, the way people who like your page are eligible to see your post right away. but a higher percentage of them will see it once your promotion starts. So it takes a little bit for them to add this or review this and send it off. Hopefully within 24 hours this is going to go. But again, as I said, I pinned it up here to the top. So not only am I promoting it or boosting it, I am pinning it to the top so people who visit my page will actually see it. Other things that you could do, instead of promoting a specific post, if I had this pinned, I could just promote my page. And so you could do that too. So not only are you getting more likes, but you're promoting a specific post also. So that's one thing that you can do to monetize your Facebook fan page. Now, the next thing we're going to do is get into some custom tabs here. So I did a video for some of my students, and I went to a custom tab that was called Thunder Penny. And for some of you who maybe saw that video, I apologize for that, because when I did the video, it worked fantastic. I found this app, and it allows me to, let's see, how does it go away? Okay, it is going to, it worked really well during my video. It worked for about a week after my video. And then all of a sudden, and Brian probably remembers me asking questions about this, and a couple other students were, is it would not accept the URLs anymore. They had to be a secure URL, so they had to be an HTTPS versus just an HTTP. And all of Matt's capture pages are just HTTP, along with the sales letters and so on. So all of a sudden, I had tabs, and some of my students had tabs on their pages that you would click on them. They were great looking tabs. You'd click on them and they didn't go anywhere. The page was there, but it wasn't visible anymore. And so, again, don't use Thunderpenny until they figured out how to fix their problem. So I kind of scoured the internet to find some other ways of doing these custom tabs. I needed to find something that would work, that was sound, that was easy to use, and preferably free. So one of the key things that I did find is a company called, they're 22 Social. So this is what they look like. Okay, this is what your admin panel. Now I went ahead and did the pro version, but what I did is I went to their site, and what I did is they have a free section that doesn't allow you as much latitude. In other words, you can't change a whole lot with it, but it's still a great program. It does great tabs on your Facebook fan page, but it doesn't have a lot of features to do a little bit more special stuff with it. And so they have a pro package, which is, I'll show it to you here. If you go pro only, let's see if this comes out to me here. Okay, so that doesn't show me what I want it to do. Wait, things slow down when I'm on Skype here, or go to webinar. Let's see, go backwards here. You can, let's see here. All right, so you can, with this program, they have a, let me just show you the page here. YouTube Social. Let's go there. This is the main page. I'm not going to give you my affiliate link for it because that would kind of seem on a webinar, but this is what their website is. So if you visit their site, all right, you can again get the it'll actually bring up your Facebook, because I'm already logged on to it. It obviously brings up my Facebook. But what you can have is you can get free. You can also do a I believe it's like $20 a month for their pro package. You can sign up for the free and get all registered with them. Then what they'll do is they'll have a pop-up window. And so I'm doing the pro package for 30 days for $2. And I'm going to and see if it's truly something, because again, I wasn't going to spend the money and find out a week later that something goes wrong. This was recommended by someone else, so I'm now giving it a try. But you can do it for free. You can also, if you do promote this, you can recommend it to people and you can promote it and actually get, the way this works out is, I believe if you get 3 people that are doing the pro account, then you get yours free for each month. So as long as you have 3 active pro account people, you get your pro account for free. So I will start promoting that just to see if I can continue with the pro version for free. But anyway, so that's something that you can obviously take a look at. So I'm going to go back here to my page. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to go to my pages here. We're going to actually just create a Home Business Summit page here because I want to create a tab for it also. So first thing that I want to do is let's look at, this is the sales page again. I don't know if I can. Oh, maybe I can. There we go. Save image. I cheat. I copy images from everything, guys. So don't ever hesitate to do that. So I'm going to save the image first. Go and double check and make sure that that image is there. Right. Open up the image to make sure there's my image there. So that's the image I'm going to use for the tab. And I'm going to show you a trick that you're going to end up having to do for that image. So I've saved that in my images folder. I have a huge folder of just images, and I've taken a lot of Matt's logos and so on because that's how I build those tabs. If you remember looking at these tabs or the tabs that I had here on my Facebook fan page, you'll see those logos. So I want to keep that image. So now what I'm doing is I'm in my back office here. I've got 2 tabs created so far. I'm going to add another tab here. So it goes into the wizard. Like I said, this is pretty easy to use. I didn't have anybody, I kind of briefly watched their tutorial video and then I just ran with it. I'm one of those kind of people. I just like trial and error stuff. You can build it to multiple pages, so you find out which page that you want to go to, and I'm going to go actually to my fan page. If you want to create a new fan page, and this is great for people that have not figured out how to create a fan page yet, or maybe they want to create just a fan page for, let's say you want to create a fan page for just the Home Business Summit, an actual page for it that you could get people to comment on, that maybe went to the Long Beach one, etc. You could invite people to that page. You could actually create a page right here. But right now I'm going to create the tab on my main fan page here. So I'm going to click next. Then it's going to ask for the title of the page. It'll always default to whatever page you went to. But what I'm going to call this one is Home Business Summit. And a phone number, you have to put a phone number here, but you can go back in and eliminate it. I don't like sticking a phone number on my Facebook fan page because the problem with that is that people from other parts of the states, from other countries and so on, kind of forget about time zones. And nothing worse than your phone ringing at 3 a.m. because someone wants to ask you a quick question. So I don't put phone numbers on things anymore. If I'm coaching someone or something, I'll give them my number, but otherwise I don't just send it out there for the general public. I actually have an email that I use for this instead of giving out my general email. And what I've done is I have this set up that it just automatically redirects to my general email, but I'm not giving people my actual email address. So I just have this set up in my WordPress back office for my website. So then I'm going to get, let's see, okay. So type of page, again, mine is a public figure is how I have my page set up. And I'm going to create it. Now, again, when it's asking for page, you're not setting up an actual fan page. You're basically setting up a page for that tab to go to, okay? So, so here I'm going to bring up the page. And it's working. They're creating my page now, which is good. All right, so it's okay, and then it's going to ask, it's going to tie it to my, this is my profile page here, my public profile page. And the reason it's asking that, because you guys know that in Facebook, everything is tied to a public profile page. Okay, so so it's always going to ask that. You're always going to connect it to your public profile page, but you're not doing this on your public profile page. You're doing it on whatever fan page you select. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK. As that page is coming up here. All right, so there's my title to my page. If I had left that Russell Armstrong there, then that's what would be listed there. But we went ahead and changed that. And so now this is designed. The cool thing about this, now this is in the Pro package, and again, I just went ahead and went with the $2 Pro package for the 30 days. I just wanted to see what its capabilities were and so on. But the neat thing about it is you can go to your layout. Now these are the templates. So the current template that's here has either a video, has areas for people to comment, and then a button. Okay, so you can put your message here and you can put your button there. You can, if you had a business that actually had like a storefront or something, they include an actual map to where people can get directions and so on. Here is a basic page. It's more of an information type of page, so you can set that one up, and then again, one with a map. They have other pages here. There's content areas. Okay, so it's almost like setting up a blog page. There is, again, one with a map, and so there's some different ones. You can add like mini videos, mini stories, etc. So they have some really cool applications there. So I'm going to go with just the general layout one. All right, so I'll close this down, and that's basically what I have here. Okay, so and it says this page has not been customized by its owner yet, so we're going to go and fix that. This right here is the button that we're going to use, but we're going to actually change the title of the button and connect it to a different URL. And again, here's the comment area that will appear below. And you want it to auto refresh comments, etc. Okay. So what we're going to do first is go to our content. All right. So the first thing we have is our header text, and we've got this written in here. We want a subtitle for it. So what I would do is try to think of what I would put in there. So let's look at what we've got here. Let's try this here. Let's go ahead and just let's go with this one here. Just want to see this here. What we'll do is this will be the subtitle. We change this. Actually, no. Let's find something else here. Alright, so we're just going to change this text here. Okay, so then what we can do is, with this here, we're going to change our style. Actually, let's go back to our content here. We're going to do text and media. So this is automatically defaulted to put a YouTube video in here, and you can put any one of your YouTube videos. So if you turned around and let's say you created just like a little sales video or an intro video to kind of entice people, or let's say you're doing a bonus, and you want to show people what your bonus is, you could make a video of that, and then go ahead and post that there. Just upload it up to YouTube, copy the URL, and put it in here. You can put a hangout in here. No media all or photos. Now, with the photos part, the thing about it is it chooses an album. So if you wanted a photo in there, because if you end up putting in any of your photos, like let's just say you kept it at timeline photos, it's going to grab every timeline photo you had on your fan page. So there may be photos you don't want there because they wouldn't pertain to it. So let's say you had some, you grabbed some of the photos from maybe the Long Beach Home Business Summit or something like that, then you could go ahead and create an album on your fan page and then just tell it to go to that album. And that way then what happens is, I'll show you here, let's just do a quick preview, and I'm just grabbing the timeline photos. So this is what it would look like as soon as it loads. Okay, so what it does, see, it just scrolls these photos. Okay, now these are photos just that I've had in my timeline for various things. So again, that's why obviously I wouldn't want to use those. But if you went ahead and made yourself a photo album, then you could add that. So right at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and go with no media at all. And let's see here, we're going to go ahead and put a heading there. So let's put it as then we're going to go to our body here. Let's see, actually, let's take a look and see what that's going to look like there. Takes a second. Let's refresh it again. Preview. right, so there's your headline there. All right, so now we have to still put the body in here. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to go back to, control that, delete it. Let's go back to our ad here. And I may go back and edit this for right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. And we're going to eliminate. So we'll end up eliminating the link out of there because I don't want the link in there. Paste that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Hold that. Hold that. So it stands out. All right, we'll take a look and see what that looks like. Okay, so this is the information. And again, I may want to just go ahead and edit that, but I don't want to take up a whole bunch of your guys' time here. So now what we're going to want to do is we want to change the button here. And so it's going to go to a URL. And this is what the button currently says. So I want to change this. So I'm going to put this as yes, I want to go. Right, and we're going to change that to no SRM. And what the SRM is that you can capture your prospect info before redirecting to the URL. So I haven't actually worked with that yet, and I apologize for that. I literally found this application like a day and a half ago. And so it was one of the ones that I, again, set up a few tabs on, but I have yet to even work out all of the special features that they have. So I want to take away this URL here, and we're going to go back to our, let's see here, the URL that we had on our ad, because that was that code 16. Now, actually, I want to go and make another ad channel. Because why? Because I am making a new, this isn't coming from my post, this is coming from a tab. So I'm going to go ahead and rename this one here. So Facebook, let's see, tab, for Home Business Summit. Okay, and click out of there, save modified rows. All right, go back to my campaigns, and I'm going to go again. I'm going to promote the general ticket. Okay, I've got the ad. This is the post, so you want to make sure you change that. Let's see here. Okay, and if it doesn't. All right, if your tab does not, or if your link or your channel, ad channel doesn't show up here, what I found to do is just refresh your page. Okay, and let's see here, we're going to go on. Business Summit. All right, let's go back this way here. Let's go back to campaigns. Search for the Home Business Summit. Alright, so we want this banner here. Go with our ad channel. And here we go. Here's the Facebook fan page, tab, Home Business Summit. We're going to apply that, because if you don't apply it, it will not add on there. And here again is code 17. Now, you can change the name of those. You don't have to have code 17. I just keep those on there, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Again, you can always, and I highly recommend, before you go inserting links in anything, just double check the link and make sure nothing's been changed or whatever. Granted, we just saw it a few seconds ago, but it goes to the right page, okay? So let's see, we've got that added. So now we're going to go ahead and snag this URL. Make sure you get it all. And then we're going to go back here and plug this URL in here. All right. And we're going to hit preview. And now it says, yes, I want to go. Now, other things that you can do is, because this is pretty plain Jane, kind of ugly, okay? So what we want to do is change this now. So now we're going to go back up here and we're going to go to our style. And I actually like the crimson text. I believe that's the one I like. Crimson text also. They have a whole bunch of different things, but see how I changed my text here? Looks, I think, a little bit more polished and so on. All right, here all it is again. Then other things that you can do, because again, this is still a little plain. So what you can do at this point now is change the, now when it says the mood, you can go to dark and see it then changes this to dark, all right? Or you can keep it at light, but let's say I want to change my font color. So I want to go either, white or black. I'm going to stay at black here, create some text, and we're going to go to shadow is on. Let's go to our color. So this, you can have red back behind here. You can have all sorts of different colors if you want to use them. So just whatever you want in there. I can do this and then change my print to white if I wanted to, okay? Something that's going to stand out. Now if I want to do the color, let's see here, I saw the video on that. I want to change color of, I can choose the color of my button here. Button here. See again, guys, just not having the time to have gone through all this stuff here. Kind of like more in the reddish area here on my page. That looks pink. Other things you can do is add a texture to it. Let's change this a little bit more red. Okay, we'll go with that. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to go with dark, and that'll automatically change that. So I don't know. May look at that, see if that's going to do it for me. So now here, this is where I said you can change some of this stuff. Again, I eliminate my phone number. I don't like the phone number. Now, if you had an 800 number or something like that, that'd be great. You can add in your social links. So if you have a website URL, a Twitter URL, YouTube, Google+, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Vimeo or Vimeo, Yelp, any of those, you can add in those links. So I'm going to turn that off for right now because I don't want to add anything to it. But let's see here. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like on. So let's preview that. Let's see what it looks like here. This is these tabs here. Okay, so you can either turn them on or turn them off. And right at the moment, I'm just going to go ahead and turn those off. And I want those on there. Let's see what it looks like here. And so once we have all of this, let's see, referral footer embedded, which means if someone clicks on this, it's going to automatically refer to your URL or your affiliate link. So you can have that on or you can disable that. It does not matter. I like having it on because you may as well have it on, right? So that again is going to go to your actual affiliate link there. So, all right. So anyway, this is, and then you go up here to the top. Oh, last thing I want to show you is you want to go ahead and I do it as a show gate. And what that means is you want people to like you, okay? Because again, we all want to get likes on our Facebook fan page. And so what I'm going to do is they can't see this until they like it. So in other words, they will press on the tab, and if they did not like it, they won't go any further with it. Now, you know, I know some people would probably say, well, gee, why would you want to miss out on a potential sale? I just want to make sure that, you know, people do like the page. You can change this if you want to. You can put media into it if you want to, that this shows up as the like page shows up. Go here, money. Preview that. So this is the page that this is what they would see if they went to click on your tab. They would click on your tab. This page would come up, and they have to, and the like button would be right up here. They have to like the page, and then they would be led into the page itself. So then go ahead and save your page, and it'll tell you that it's saved, okay? And then this is what your page would look like here. Okay, so this one here. And what these websites, or what this address is right here, is so that you can actually add that into, let's say you wanted to do a solo ad and you wanted to refer people back to your fan page, well, maybe to that specific page with the Home Business Summit, you can then utilize this URL, and that will send them directly to it. It's called a smart link. Also, if I'm not mistaken, this, yes, if you're a pro user also, using this smart link will allow the people to view this on their phones, their iPads, etc., where maybe they couldn't, a regular website page or something like that. You can give them this, and that way then they're going to see it directly. So we'll go ahead and close this, and we'll see what our page looks like here. All right, so now, last thing we got to do here is we're going to come down here. Now, see, this is the crown. This is where the page was added. So if I clicked on that, it's going to go to that page that we just created, all right? And then again, they read through this, and I want to go, and they're going to go to the page itself, okay? So this right here is, let's see here, let's put that one backwards. All right, so now what we got to do is we got to change the tab itself. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to move the tab. I want to put it up front because it's one of the things I'm promoting. So let's change it with learn more. Okay. Now I obviously don't want a crown there, although it kind of does fit in with the My Online Empire. But I want to go ahead and change the picture. So I'm going to go over here to Edit Settings. All right. And what I want to do is join me. Put it in Join Me in San Diego. And see if that, now what we're going to do is we're going to actually change the picture. So what you do is, if you didn't see that, let's go ahead and shut that down for a second. When you go over here, again, when you click on this this link right here, take a second. All right, when you go to edit the settings, all right. In San Diego, I want to go ahead and find a picture. So I click on that. I'm going to edit this. And remember how I found the image for, let's bring this up real quick here. I'll show you the image. And guys, I would highly recommend store your business off site. I put everything on Dropbox. It's all backed up on every one of my computers, but it also sits up there. So the nice thing about it is I can go anywhere and utilize, get access to my business. So what I have here is all of my images, and there was the one image I just copied there from the Home Business Summit. I'm going to find it. There it is here. But the problem with this is see this size of this image is 210 by 130, and if you go here, your image has to be 111 by 74, no matter what. You can't make it around that amount. It has to be specifically that size. So what you're going to do is take your image, all right, and let's close that up for a second. If you're working a PC, go to your Paint, all right. Stop, don't use the online photo image, resizers and so on. I spent probably a few hours trying to make those work correctly, and finally I found that just open up Paint. If you're using a Mac, it's, I believe, iPhoto. But find your, go and find your picture that you want. Right, there's the Home Business Summit. I'm going to open that up. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to resize it. Now, the key thing is when you're using Paint, is you want to uncheck this, because if I have this checked, no matter what I set this to, remember that size was 111, it changes it to 68. If I uncheck this, I can do 111 by 74. And I'm going to hit OK. So it's going to change the size to my tab size. I'm then going to save as. And it's going to come up with the same name I had it saved as before, but this time I'm going to call it 111 by 74. So I'm going to keep both images in the computer because I may use the other one for something else. Yes. Okay, so then I come over here. I'm going to choose my picture. And let's see here. 111 by 74. Click on that. I'll upload my picture. There is my tab. Okay, so that is saved. And I've changed that. I'm going to hit OK. And there is my, oh, you know what? Why it did not, I'm sorry, why it did not change the title of it. So you can save it. All right, so let me try this for like, what, a third time? And hit save. That is like the most important rule. All right, so there we go. Join me in San Diego. Once you, now you see when these are all open, you get the edit tool here, okay? So let's say I want to move this one up around the Occupying Revolution there. All right, so now if people open my page up, just refresh that, then the Home Business Summit will be there. They click on the Home Business Summit tab. And again, the what I want to say, the like, remember to like this page won't show up for me because I've already liked my page. But if you were to go to my page and hadn't liked it yet, you would then get that, remember to like this page or whatever. Here's the information on it, and here's where they go to get to the sales video, which is all tied to your links. Now, as people go to that, again, if they sign up, then I have it tracked. So I'm going to know when that occurred, okay? So hopefully you guys got some value out of this. I know some things seemed a little rushed. I'm going to go ahead and open this up here, see if everybody is still there. Let's see, do you guys have any questions for me? I guess raise your, let's see here, raise your hand, let's see, down all. If you have a question, raise your hand, and then I guess I can go ahead and unmute you. All right, so Peggy, you have a question. So let me see. Peggy, can you hear me? Well, obviously, hopefully you can hear me. Can I hear you? Peggy, are you there?
Yes, I'm
okay,
here.
Well,
I missed that pinning and the boost post tab.
All right.
Because I was writing notes at the same time.
That's why we videotape it, Peggy, so that you got it forever and ever. Let's see here. All right, so if we go to the back to my fan page here. Okay. So first of all, for pinning a tab, all right, this is what it would look like. You can take any post that you have, all right? So I'll just like scroll down and find, let's say I want to pin this tab. See this little arrow right here, this little down arrow? You click on it, and it'll say pin to top. Click on pin, and then your page will refresh, and there is your post, okay? If you want to take that down, then like I said, about once a week, it'll now say unpin. Now you can only pin one post on the page, okay? Because what that's saying is it's going to stay at the top until you unpin it, all right? So I can then unpin it about once a week. I change the post. So now I want to do is, because this one was the last post that I made, I want to make sure that it stays on top, so I'm going to pin it to the top. Now, other things that you can do is, let's say that you want to, because I had this other post here. Now, see, let's say you have a pin, all right, and then you, you have like a dozen or two posts in between that. But again, that one's not going to move from the top. It's going to stay there. As soon as you unpin it, it's going to go back to where it originally should be. Okay, so it's not going to, once you unpin it, it's not going to fall down to the last post. it's going to go to wherever it was when you pinned it. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
so if
yes.
you pinned it a week ago and you had 24 posts in there, it's going to go back to a week ago on your timeline and post it back where it originally was. Okay. So again, if you unpin something and then you want to find it, you got to know to go further down. So let's say I want this one, and I don't want to pin it to the top because I've already got that. But I want to, I want this one to stand out a little bit more. Okay. I can also go here to highlight, and what it's going to do is actually take it and put it across my timeline. You see how these posts on my timeline are individual? What this is going to do when I highlight is it's going to put it all the way across the timeline there. Okay, and then to get it to move back, you just remove from highlights, and it's back to normal. Okay, so now to promote a post, go back up here to the top. Okay, so I have this right here. All right, now, as you can see here, my post is running. So how many times have you guys on this video, or on the audience, how many of you have tried to do a Facebook ad? Facebook is great, but they're a pain. At least I find them a pain. I have spent hours trying to get Facebook ads approved, and even if it was something I ran 3 weeks earlier and nothing changed, it's the inconsistency, and it's a long time. You know, there are people that get Facebook ads approved right away, and there are other people that, like me, that get unfortunate that sometimes you can go for hours making new ads trying to get them approved, and they won't approve them. The nice thing about posts is they get approved fairly quick. So like this, in the hour it's taken, hour and 14 minutes it's taken to do this webinar, my post has been approved, and now they're reaching. Okay, so they'll start saying, you know, add to the budget. Well, this is so you can add to the budget. I have a $30 budget, and if you bring up here, you know, when your post is running, you can see how many people you've reached and how much you've spent. Okay, and so that'll help you keep an eye on. So let's say you're getting, I originally set this up for $30, and I'm looking at this is reaching a lot of people, and I want to continue with this, and I don't want to do it all over again. I could turn around and just add to the budget whatever amount I wanted to, and it's going to tell me the estimated reach, the continued reach. Now this isn't additional, this is cumulative. Okay, so where the original budget I think was going to reach like 9,700 people, if I increased it by $23, it would reach a potential of 18,000 people. Does that make sense? Okay, so you can add to this. You just got to look at this number here, and obviously right now I'm not going to because there's no need to. I haven't spent anything yet, but this is already starting to reach people. Okay, right here is, you can look on here as if you come down to any post, all right, you can see organic reach. Organic reach just means people that are following your page. Okay, if I go to this one here, let's close this, and now you see that window that popped up that says organic reach is 6 people, 3%, and paid reach is 204 people. All right, so this ad is already working. Okay, or this boost is already working. Now, another thing again that you could do is you could turn around and promote your page itself. And so let's say I have a whole bunch of tabs on here that I want people to see. I like them to see my posts and so on. I could just kind of, instead of promoting each post independently, I could promote my whole page. So then you kill a lot of birds with one stone, because you get likes, you get people looking at all your tabs and your posts and so on, and you get it under one budget. So that's another way that you can do that, is by promoting your page. I highly recommend promoting your page, especially when you've just created one. You know, promote it, get it out there to people, and so that people like it. Because as you build likes, it not only it helps you post more, you get a better reach. I think if you have more likes, you get a better reach from Facebook. I couldn't prove that or not, but that's what I've heard. Also, you can, as you build the likes and people go to your page and they see that you have more likes, then it offers that social credibility to yourself, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect,
Thank you very
perfect.
much, Russell. That
And it's nice
helpful.
hearing from you, Peggy.
Thank you.
So does anybody else have any other questions there? And if not, then I will shut this down. So I'll wait another couple seconds. Do me a favor, raise your hand if you have. We lower all the hands here. Where was that at? Where was that at? Lower all the hands. All right, so raise your hand if you have a question at all, and I can hopefully answer it for you. But again, that the link that you want to go to and at least check them out. I mean, for $2 you can't go wrong. Is go to the 22 Social. Let me bring up their page one more time here. 22 Social. 22social.com. Okay, go to that page and check them out and see what you think. I could have easily given you my link and hopefully got you guys to sign up. If you want to be nice, you can go to one of my tabs and sign up that way. But this will give you an idea. It was kind of cool. I'm constantly looking for new things. I did find another one out there just today. It was actually given, the link was given to me by a good friend of mine, and I started to work with it. I was going to introduce that one to you also, but it is more elaborate. It's more designed for someone who doesn't even have a fan page yet. I mean, it gets into really detail as to building a fan page for them. So it definitely may be one that you want to look at in the future, and maybe I'll do another webinar on it also. Maybe I'll do a webinar on just creating a fan page. So anyway, if you guys don't have any more questions, then I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Hope you guys have a great evening or daytime or whatever time it is when you're watching this, and I will talk to you later. You guys have a great day. Thank you.